Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today our guest is another friend of the Convoy family, the L8. So this is a monster. This is something that can compete with the big boys. Lights that are $200 and up. This can actually compete with them. It is an incredible light. It does have an SBT90.2 LED. The head is 80 millimeters, hence the L8. So Convoy, their L series means large, and the number usually correlates with the head size diameter. So it does have a smooth reflector, as SBT90s project a very clean beam. The tint is around 5,700 kelvins. All right, so this is one of the more bougie Convoys. We have several cooling fins. Nice, relatively deep and thin that will really help cool down this large, powerful emitter. It does have a side switch, which you don't see on a ton of these big throwers by Convoy. Let me see. All right. So the spring is a giant nickel spring. Super basic, but it gets the job done. Let's see, I ordered a couple of these Queen Bee batteries. I read a lot of reviews on them and how they went with the L8. So I ordered a couple of these, and then on AliExpress, where I ordered this from, they also have like some green and blue one, like bright green cover. And that's okay, it's really not a bad battery. But I just like to get the most out of my lights, so I always get the best batteries that I can find. And you do not need to buy a separate charger for these batteries, as these will not fit in a standard charger. Like, I did buy the X-Tar, I think it's an SC4 charger, and this fits in there. And then like my larger batteries, like from Ace Beam or Next Torch, they have some really big batteries. And so I use that. Look at that. So this is a 21700. It's just a little bit smaller than that. Anyways, we'll talk about the Next Torch later. All right. So we have unanodized threads, giant square cut threads. It's like a thick piece of brass as the contact for the driver. Gosh, what the size of that driver? I have no reason to take this light apart, but I kind of want to, just to see what's inside. I'm an idiot. All right. So the overall feel of this light is really, really nice. It feels quality. Everything fits perfectly. It's IPX8 rating, I believe. But in order to have that rating, you would need to have this USB-C cover on and covering the USB-C port. So this has USB-C charging. You don't see that a lot in Convoy lights, but when they made this light, they really did it right. Honestly, I wouldn't mind a tail switch, but I'm not mad. Just because of the sheer size of this thing, I'm kind of happy about the side switch. The grip is nice. Like, this machining is really cool. It's different, but it feels really good. And I was actually looking for some slots where I could potentially put a few trits in there. I can't see them in the dark right now, but there's 15 trits in that light alone. I went a little crazy, and I'm not done. But if you're watching this review and you're on the fence about this light, I'm about to show you why it's so highly renowned. Like in the discussion of like best throwers, this is definitely in that conversation. And that's because for the price that you pay and the sheer amount of light that you get, it has to be taken into consideration. Oh man. The only thing that I like more than an sft40 is an SBT90. I don't even like an sft70 as much as I like an sft40. Even though, I mean, it's brighter, but the beam just isn't as clean. It's not nearly as clean. These two produce an amazingly clean beam. All right, so if you're debating between these two, I'm gonna show you a comparison video. So this is only like $35 on AliExpress. This is around $81 with a battery. And these batteries are not cheap. So like that's kind of like a negating factor is if you're like me, I have a ton of 21-700s. I don't have any 26-800s, but I've seen more lights come out with using the 26-800 battery. So that's why I ordered this one first, and then I was like, you know what, I can't go wrong. I'll order this one too. And I'm really happy I did. So as far as throw distance, I believe this wins, but this just has a much larger beam. This is better for lighting up if you need a bigger hot spot. You'll see. But you can't go wrong with either one of those, and that's the honest truth. Both of these lights are absolutely amazing. Granted, this one is half the price. Batteries are easier to find and cheaper. But if you need a lot of light, this produces a ton of light and a ton of throw with that light. All right, so I am gonna end this video with some beam shots. Thank you all for watching. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe. And you guys stay bright. I'll see you in the next video. It's a Convoy L8. Smooth ramping, side switch only. Blinks to let you know when it's at the highest setting. I can see light hitting that third power line pole back there. And that's, who knows, 800 meters away. I think it's hitting that fourth one back there. This is a crazy light. It's only $80. It is a beast too. It's big, but I mean it's still carryable. Convoy L8 on the right. Convoy L21B with sft40 on the left. These are my two largest throwers. Boy, do they throw. Holy crap. Look at the beams. I mean, they're hitting 4 power line poles down, which is 1,000 meters away that I can see. The L21B definitely is a little bit tighter, whereas the L8 has much more light, bigger hotspot. But this L21B is no slouch. It is a throwing machine. Which one's your favorite? Personally, I like the L8, but they're both amazing lights. Like spotlights I used to see at night.